Unlike regular bread, which requires messy kneading, my gluten-free bread is like a cake mix, so it just quickly comes together in a matter of minutes. So to start, we have some warm water here, 350 mils, and we're going to add in our yeast. Now you need to ensure the water is at the correct temperature. If it's too hot, it will kill your yeast, and if it's too cold, it won't foam. To this, I'm adding 1 teaspoon of caster sugar, and I'll give that a quick mix. And I'm going to set this aside for about 10 minutes until it's nice and foamy. Now, to a mixing bowl, we add some buckwheat flour. Now, buckwheat flour is fantastic because it's rich in protein and fibre. It's about 210 grams there. This one is a high-quality Australian buckwheat flour. And some tapioca flour. Tapioca's great because it has beautiful bouncy properties when baked. It's one of the most versatile gluten-free flours you can have in your kitchen. So I've used an equal amount of tapioca and buckwheat here. Some sea salt flakes to season, and a 1/4 teaspoon xanthan gum. What xanthan gum does is it adds beautiful stretch to our dough. And the beauty of this one is it's made using peas, not soy, so it's completely soy-free. And we'll give that a quick blend. And now to our wet ingredients. We're going to add that foamy yeast into our bread. It's risen beautifully. Some extra virgin olive oil. I'm using 3 tablespoons here because this is a vegan bread. We're not using any butter or dairy. Straight in with that. Some apple cider vinegar. This will give our bread a little bit of a lift, a fluffy boost. And because this is a vegan bread, we're using a vegan egg replacer today. Now what we need to do here is mix 1 tablespoon of this egg replacer with about 3 tablespoons of water until it goes nice and gooey. The way they achieve this is by adding some chia to the flour mix, which has really gooey, stretchy properties naturally, and then that will replicate our egg. So I'm just gonna give that a quick mix. Straight in, so your vegan friends can enjoy this bread too. I'll give that another quick mix. Okay, our bread batter has come together nicely. So it's kind of like a thick cake batter. That's what you want. And now for our rosemary and olives. Now, if you want a plain bread, you can just stop here, but I love it with some rosemary. And being of Greek heritage, I love my olives. So I'm going to add half the olives to the batter, and the rest will be sprinkled on top. And same with the rosemary. I'm just gonna cut a few sprigs here, and finally chop our rosemary. So some goes into the batter and some gets sprinkled on top. I'll give that a quick mix. Don't want to overmix it here, that's done. Now we're ready to spread this into our tin. Now you can use any flavour combination you like here. I've used rosemary and olive, but you can make this a multi-grain bread and use your favourite seed, or you can have a sesame seed crust by sprinkling some seeds into the base of the tin before the batter goes in. In that goes. We'll spread our batter evenly into the tin, and I'm going to sprinkle over the remaining olives. Now this will rise quite a bit, so we need to allow plenty of room in the tin. And some more rosemary. I'm going to cover it in cling wrap. This needs to rest for 1 hour. We want it to at least double in size, so it's nice and fluffy. And then I'm going to bake it for 40 minutes at 200 degrees. We've made our beautiful gluten-free loaf from scratch today, but another option is to pick up a high-quality bread mix from your local store. Now let's get in and have a taste. Who would have thought that gluten-free baking would be easier than baking a regular loaf of bread? I just want to show you how light and fluffy that centre is. Look at that, squidgy and soft. I'll just tear it apart to show you how soft that is. Oh, delicious, and it's still warm. I'm going in for a taste. Those warm Kalamata olives are so plump and juicy, and paired with the rosemary, it's just so fragrant and delicious. I wish you could smell what I'm smelling right here. Gluten-free baking doesn't have to be hard. Give this loaf a go.